Welcome to the Cerebry site. Cerebry is a AI-driven adaptive practice platform equipped with various features to aid students with their practice and teachers to monitor the progress of students. To log in as a student, click on the button for students on the top right corner of the page. You will now be redirected to the login URL for students. Enter your registered email ID and password to sign into your account. Now you have logged into your Cerebry account. On the top right corner, you have the profile settings like change password, log out, and on the top left corner, the students can view the classes they are enrolled to. Cerebry offers content across various subjects like maths, science, social studies, and English. Also, it caters to different category of students like primary, JHS which is junior high school and senior high school. The platform also caters the content in different languages. The students can choose the language that they wish to view this content in. Clicking on English will enable the user to view the questions in English. Changing the language back to Filipino will ensure that the content is visible to the user in Filipino. There are two main modes in Cerebry, practice mode and test mode. Practice mode consists of all the chapters that are assigned to the student for practice. Each chapter consists of various topics. The topics are divided into levels based on the difficulty of questions. Capable, strong, and ninja, meaning easy, medium, and hard level respectively. Completing the easier levels will unlock the higher levels for practice. Let us now see how students will practice the questions on Cerebry platform. The Cerebry platform provides various interventions to help the student understand the concept better and answer the questions accurately. One such intervention is the hint button. Upon clicking the hint button, a hint pertaining to the question will be popped up. The student can answer the question and click on check answer to validate the question, or the student can click on I pass button to simply skip the question. Since the student has answered this question correctly, now the next level has been unlocked for the student. Let us answer the next question incorrectly. Upon answering this incorrectly, the system shows me how to solve this question. Since the system has given the explanation for this, upon clicking next question, it gives a similar question. Let's say if I answer this incorrectly as well. Upon clicking next question, now the system wants me to enter the breakdown mode where I'll be solving the question step by step. Let's start the breakdown mode. In broken down mode, the initial question, which is a complex question, is broken down into simpler questions to help the student understand the concept step by step and hence solve the question in parts. Since I've answered this question correctly, now the system takes me to the second breakdown question. Upon answering this correctly and clicking the next question, now it will show me the third broken down question. Once the third question is also answered correctly, now the system will let me resume my normal practice. That is, I will be out of the broken down mode. Since the system has explained each steps of the complex question, now the system wants the student to give a try for a similar question to check their understanding of the concept. Students can also check the answers they have given in the first attempt using the review level. In Cerebry platform, let's say a student has answered the capable level already. Now the system provides with the revision mode for capable level. Let's say if the student completes all the three levels, then all the three levels will be available for the student to revise. Let me showcase an example. This will not reset the original attempts of the student, but the student can improve their understanding of the concepts by revising the topics. Let's say if I answer this correctly, I go to the next question. Since I haven't practiced the strong level in the actual practice mode, now in the revision mode, it asks me to choose another topic. The AI generates variations of questions. Cerebry platform ensures that no two students in the same class will get the same question. Let me showcase one example. Notice that the class code is exactly the same in these two demo accounts. When I've opened the same question in two different accounts, notice that the question is different for both the users. Upon answering this incorrectly, a similar question will pop up for the users. Notice that this question is different from the two questions that the users have got in the first round. And this question is also different from the three questions that we have seen so far. This way, Cerebry aims for avoiding plagiarism among students. There are two kinds of variations possible: numerical variation and a text based variation. This is one such example of a numerical variation. Let us now check a text based variation as well. Notice that upon opening the same topic, the question is different for both the users. Even in subjects like science, English, social studies, having a text based variation makes Cerebry platform achieve avoiding plagiarism among users. Let us now explore the test mode. Upon clicking test mode, all the tests that have been assigned by the teacher will appear in the screen. Upon clicking start, the student will be notified about the exact time allotted to finish this test. Clicking on start exam will start the exam. The student is expected to submit each answer. The student can change the answer by clicking on update answer if they wish to. The student can also see the progress of each question, either submitted or unattempted, using the progress overview button. Has to make sure that no question is accidentally left unsubmitted. Once the student completes a test, they can end the test by clicking on finish. The test will be marked complete in case the student runs out of time. The student can either click on confirm exam submission or they can go back to the exam and continue the test if they wish to. Students can also attempt essays and the essays will be auto graded by our AI. For example, this is a test where I have to write an essay on a short passage on Mahatma Gandhi or write a paragraph about the value of libraries, write a paragraph on climate change, etc. Let me submit this answer. By clicking on this, I can view my result in a detailed way. Clicking on the AI feedback, it'll show me that the feedback for the essay that I've written, since it is a very short note that I've written, it says consider expanding your essay to include clear introduction, body, and conclusion. Evidence and style, voice or word choice, citation, problem and solution, call to action, or interdisciplinary approach. Based on the above rubric, the AI has evaluated and given me 2.05 out of 6 marks. At Cerebry, we also provide open-ended questions. For example, in this question, if 1 meter is equal to 18 dots, then Sam has concluded that 1 meter square is 18 dot squares. So let's say if I say no, I do not agree, the system asks you to explain the answer for part A. Let's say if I randomly put it as I guessed it and answer this question as correctly, let me click on check answer. This is now being evaluated by the AI. Now the AI says, good job on identifying that Sam's conclusion was incorrect. However, it is important to provide a clear explanation for your answer. Since I've given my answer as I just guessed it, uh, the AI says the explanation has to be clear and the student has to understand the explanation as well. In this case, you could explain that when converting units into squared quantity, we need to square both the numerical value and the units. It provides an explanation so that even if the student has answered it incorrectly, understands this better and can answer it the next time. Cerebry platform offers interactive questions like plotting a point on the graph. Let us check one such example now. The platform also allows the users to solve a complex equation step by step. For example, in this question, I can choose to solve the equation directly or I can also input the given equation step by step. Let me showcase the example of how it will appear if I solve directly versus step by step. This is correct. So let's go to the next question. Let's say this equation is complex for few users. In that case, they can choose to input this step by step. This step is marked correctly. Hence, although this is not providing the final answer. So now the system wants the student to input the final answer. Now this question has been solved in steps. Cerebry platform identifies the error that the student has made while answering a question. This helps the student rectify it and answer the question more accurately the next time. Let's see one such example. In this case, let's say the answer is 40 by 7. Let me put the answer as 56 by 5. So instead of multiplying these two, I've multiplied these two. By clicking on the error, it shows that 56 is equal to 5x. You made a mistake when converting the fractional equations into linear equations with integer coefficients. The correct approach is to multiply both 8 by x and 7 by 5x. Instead, you mistakenly multiplied 8 by 7 and 5 by x. This is not the correct answer. Here, the misconception that the student has is multiplying the numerators together and placing them on one side of the equation and multiplying the denominators together and placing them on the other side. Let me answer this step by step. Yes. So once I've answered it correctly, it says that you have answered this correctly, and then you can move ahead to the next question. Cerebry platform provides with reading comprehension questions as well. The student can check the entire passage. They can also view the hint for each question. Student can answer and move to the next question. They can also check the hint at any point of time. Since I have answered everything incorrectly, Cerebot now provides with few options. I can check the entire solution by clicking on this button. Let's say I want to improve the vocabulary used in this reading comprehension. The system now provides all the complex words used in this reading comprehension. Now I can simply click on any of the word and then explore its meaning or synonyms or antonyms or usage of this word. Let me explore the meaning of this word. The antonym of the word, synonym of the word, and the usage of the word. Since I got everything correct, Cerebot now gives me few options. If the student is still not confident, then they can simply click on I don't know how to solve it, please help me out, to break it down into simpler paragraphs. Let me click on this button. Now the system has broken down the bigger paragraphs into smaller paragraphs. Let me retry this question. What is the argument of the passage? What is the relation of this passage from the main argument? What is the main argument presented in the last paragraph of the passage? Now Cerebry makes sure that the student has understood simpler paragraphs and gives few options to try again or similar questions or to even try a new passage. Let me click on the similar questions from this passage. I've got everything incorrect again. Now the bot gives me two options to either try again or to try a new passage. Let me try this passage again. This way the student will get the same passage how many ever times he wishes to. Now the bot gives me only one option, which is to try a new passage because I've already mastered this one. Let me check the new passage. Cerebry platform offers a diagnostic adaptive test for various subjects like maths, English, science. Click on OK to be redirected to the competition dashboard. Or the students can also click on the Connect Competition icon on the top right corner of the page to be redirected to the competition dashboard. Here, the students will see all the competitions or the diagnostic adaptive tests available for them. You can also change the classes here. The student can attempt warm up to get a hang of adaptive test. Then they can attempt the adaptive test. Once the diagnostic test is complete, Cerebry offers a personalized corrective practice. The questions attempted incorrectly in the test will be given for practice so that the student gets better understanding of the concept. Let us now check how the students can attempt the adaptive test. Let's answer this question correctly. Upon answering this question correctly, I will get a harder level question. In case I answer this question incorrectly, now the system will give me a medium level question or an easier level question.